What it do? Webstar in the building. Man, if ain't nobody told you this today, I'm gonna tell you gorgeous. Young man, I'm gonna tell you handsome. And everybody wanna tell you I love you. So if you ain't heard that, you just heard it from me. Today, the word is transition. Transition can mean a lot in many different ways. It could be good transition or bad transition. But it's transition. It's still moving. Something's happening. Something is happening. So me, I like to look at my mental health when it comes to transitioning. Because personally, the choices you make is a ripple effect. People say things happen for a reason. No, things happen for reasons. Once you wake up in the morning, you press snooze too many times, you're going to end up being late possibly. Or you might end up jumping out on the road and end up getting into a car wreck or end up flat tired. So much stuff because you're stopping your day from starting when you know it should be starting. Transition is something you do daily. Once you wake up and step foot on that bed, it's transition. You're moving. And you have to use your mental to have great mental health to be able to transition correctly, maturely, rapidly, and the most important is spiritually. My mental health is something that I've learned throughout a lot of stuff that I've been through, and it got me to where I am today. Very, very well, cool with people from 0 years old all up to 99 years old. I love everybody. I help everybody. That's all I can and want to do is to help people. So my mental health had to be at the greatest. I even put my mental health before my children. The reason I say that is because what I choose to do, the things that I do or don't do, will cause an effect in their lives. So I have to make sure I'm on top of things and be doing it more maturely, humbly, rapidly, and also spiritually. So if I don't wake up in the morning, make sure I give thanks to God and Jesus and do the right things, I might start my day off wrong. Transitioning relationships too, real quick before we get off. If you just leaving a bad relationship, you need to get the taste out of your body, out of your mouth, everything. You need to really, it's not too good to rush into a relationship right away because you're still in the middle of transitioning. Because once you get into with the next person, you might see some of the stuff that you've seen a lot with the other person. And it might trigger certain things, but it's not that person, the new one, it's the old person. And you still are changing. So if you involve somebody in your life before you 100% become back who you are without that old person, you can make a toxic relationship without even trying. So make sure in transitioning, especially in relationships, family, whatever, you take a step back away to get time to yourself. So many people want to jump right to the next relationship, what they call it rebound, grab a rebound or a sneaky link or something like that. All you're doing is making yourself toxic. When you start to adjust and looking for love in all the wrong places, and you look in that mirror and you look into your eyes, if you can't see God and Jesus in your eyes, you need to start really working on yourself. Because that's where you find love, in the right place, that's on the inside. It ain't about the outside, it ain't about what everybody got on the outside of them. It's about what do you have on the inside of you. Your transition has to make sense. It has to make sense. You can't, I tell people, this is another quote I use. You can go from state to state to state to state. The same things are going to happen if you don't change your mind state. So make sure your transition is humble. Make sure it is mature. Make sure it's spiritual. And you gotta make sure it's completing you. Don't try to jump into somebody's house, somebody's life, somebody's car, somebody's children. Don't do none of that until you know you complete it first and then you can help. Don't come into a situation with problems when you already got problems. That's a bad transition. So the moral of the story is transition correctly, maturely, rapidly, spiritually, humbly. Just be you, the best you, today, and do it tomorrow. We can't go back to yesterday, but we can be in today. We can't just jump to tomorrow, but we can be in today. So do what you can do today to transition correctly, okay? Love, life. Webstar.